Learn and Chat podcast.
From Speak English with Ease. Hey, English learners. Welcome back to Speak English with Ease, your friendly podcast for learning English in a simple way. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Chris. It feels great to be here again. How are you doing today, Sarah?
I'm good, thanks. Busy day, but I'm excited to record this episode with you. How about you?
Same here. A little tired, but happy. Talking with you always gives me energy.
That's sweet. And today's topic is perfect. We're going to talk about our day in English.
Exactly. The title of today's episode is Talk About Your Day in English.
You might ask, why is this important?
Because your everyday life is full of English opportunities.
And it's useful in real conversations too. People often ask about your routine.
Questions like, what do you do in the morning? Or how's your day going?
If you practice describing your day now, you'll be ready later. You won't freeze.
Think of it like a small toolbox. You collect simple sentences you can use anytime.
When someone asks, you open the toolbox, take out the right sentence, and boom, you're ready.
It helps you sound more natural and confident in English.
Before we dive in, two quick things.
First, at the end, Sarah will do a short vocabulary breakdown with clear meanings and examples.
Second, we've prepared a free PDF guide with comprehension questions, grammar practice, and vocabulary exercises. You can find the link in the description.
Great. Let's go step by step through a typical day: morning, commute, work or study, lunch, afternoon, evening, and night.
Let's start with the morning. Mornings can be hard.
For me, my alarm rings at 6:30 a.m. I always think 5 more minutes and somehow it becomes 15.
I know that feeling. My alarm rings at 7 a.m. I stretch, sit up, and say, okay, let's go.
First stop, the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a shower.
Same here. The warm water helps me wake up. After the shower, I feel fresh and ready.
Then I open the curtains and make the bed. A tidy bed makes the room feel calm.
I like that. After that, I go to the kitchen. Breakfast time.
My breakfast is simple: toast with butter and jam and a big cup of coffee.
I usually drink tea and eat some fruit. If I'm really hungry, I have cereal with milk.
These are great sentences to learn. I drink coffee, I eat toast, I have cereal, I drink tea, I eat fruit.
Simple, clear, and useful. After breakfast, I get dressed and check my bag.
I pack my laptop, my water bottle, and sometimes a small snack.
I do a quick check. Wallet, phone, keys. One time I forgot my keys and locked myself out. It was embarrassing.
Oh no, I've done that too. Since then, I always check my keys twice.
Finally, I open the door, take a deep breath, and step outside.
And that brings us to the commute, the trip from home to work or school.
My commute is by car. I drive most days.
I take the bus. The bus is convenient sometimes, but it can be crowded.
Driving isn't paradise either. Traffic can be stressful. Parking can be a nightmare.
On the bus, sometimes there are no seats. I stand, hold the rail, and sway left and right like a sleepy dancer.
That's a funny image. These are also useful lines. I drive to work. I take the bus. The bus is crowded. The commute is exhausting.
Exactly. Simple sentences build a clear picture of your day.
After the commute, work begins. Chris and I both work in tech as software engineers.
That means a lot of time with computers, writing code, fixing bugs, and talking with teammates.
Sometimes the code works fast. Sometimes it doesn't, and we scratch our heads and try again.
It's challenging, but it's also satisfying. When a problem is solved, I feel proud and productive.
People often ask when we record this podcast, usually on weekends, and sometimes after work if we still have energy.
This podcast is our passion project, something we love outside of our regular jobs.
At the office, the first thing I do is open my laptop and check emails.
Same. I check my tasks for the day, write code, fix bugs, review documents, and prepare for meetings.
For our student listeners, the pattern is similar. Go to class, listen to the teacher, write notes, talk with classmates, and study.
You can use very simple English to describe this part of your day. I open my laptop, I check my emails, I write, I work with colleagues, I join meetings.
For students, I go to class, I take notes, I read, I talk with friends, I study in the library.
Around midday, it's lunchtime, my favorite part of the workday.
Lunch feels like a small break in the middle of everything. I usually eat with colleagues.
Sometimes I bring food from home, sometimes I order with friends. I drink lots of water so I don't feel sleepy later.
I try to take a short walk after eating, maybe 10 minutes outside. It helps me refresh my mind.
Other days, I sit and chat with coworkers. We share small stories, laugh a little, and then go back to work.
In simple English, you can say, I eat lunch, I drink water, I talk with friends, I walk outside, I work again.
In the afternoon, I focus on one big task if I can. When I finish it, I feel proud and productive.
Me too. Finishing one important thing makes the day feel successful.
Of course, some days are heavy, many emails, many tasks, and long meetings.
On those days, I take a short break, breathe, and then continue step by step.
Finally, the workday ends. I close my laptop and say, yes, done.
I stand up, stretch my back, and feel free. It's a small victory.
Then it's time for the second commute, the trip back home.
Driving home can be slow, traffic again, but music makes it better.
On the bus, it's often crowded, but I listen to a podcast or read a few pages on my phone.
When I arrive home, I say hello to my family and start dinner.
Dinner at my place is simple: rice, vegetables, maybe chicken or fish, and a salad.
Dinner is more than food for me. It's connection. We talk about our day and share small stories.
After dinner, I wash the dishes and then take a warm shower. It helps me relax.
Same here. Evenings are for hobbies and rest.
Sometimes I read, sometimes I watch a show, sometimes I study a little English myself.
I like to call a friend or listen to music. And sometimes we record this podcast in the evening.
Evenings are a nice second chapter of the day, calmer, slower, and more personal.
These lines are all useful. I eat dinner. I spend time with my family. I take a shower. I watch TV. I read a book.
And then we reach the night, the final part of the day.
I brush my teeth, change into comfortable clothes, and prepare for bed.
I try not to scroll on my phone for too long. If I do, I can't sleep.
Same. I tell myself 5 minutes, and suddenly it's half an hour.
To calm down, I sometimes listen to soft music or do a short breathing exercise.
I like to reflect for a minute. What did I do today? What can I improve tomorrow?
That small habit makes me feel peaceful.
Finally, I turn off the light and go to bed, usually around 11 p.m.
Me too. And for our listeners, notice how simple this is to describe. I brush my teeth, I change clothes, I read a book, I go to bed, I sleep at 11.
Talking about your day doesn't need complicated words. Clear, simple sentences are powerful.
And when you practice this regularly, you not only learn English, you also notice your life more carefully.
Before we finish, let's quickly build a basic day template you can personalize.
Morning, I wake up at time, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I eat food, I drink, I leave home at time.
Commute. I drive, I take the bus, I walk, I take the train. It takes time.
Work or school, I check my emails, I go to class, I work on task, I study subject. I talk with people. I join meeting or class.
Lunch. I eat food with person. I drink drink. I take a short walk.
Afternoon, I finish task. I send message, email. I feel feeling.
Evening. I have dinner. I spend time with family or friends. I relax by activity.
Night, I take a shower. I read. I go to bed at time.
Fill in the blanks with your own details, and you have a ready story about your day.
Now, as promised, we'll do a short vocabulary breakdown. Sarah will explain the words and give examples for each.
Thanks, Chris. Here are 10 useful words from today's episode. I'll give the meaning and one clear example for each. Embarrassing. Something that makes you feel shy, uncomfortable, or silly. Example. It was embarrassing when I locked myself out of my apartment. Passion. Something you love and care about very much. Example. Making this podcast is our passion outside of work. Commute. The regular trip between home and work or school. Example. My commute takes 30 minutes by bus. Nightmare. A very bad dream or a very unpleasant situation. Example. Finding parking in the city can be a nightmare. Paradise. A perfect, wonderful place or situation. Example. After work, a quiet park feels like paradise. Sway. To move slowly from side to side. Example. On the bus, I had to stand and sway as it turned corners. Convenient. Easy and helpful. Saves time or effort. Example. Ordering lunch online is convenient on busy days. Exhausting. Making you very tired. Example. A long commute is exhausting after a full day at work. Crowded. Full of too many people. Example. The train was crowded during rush hour. Calm. Peaceful and relaxed, not stressed. Example. A short walk after lunch helps me feel calm.
Great list. These words appear often in daily conversations, so they're worth learning well.
Exactly. Try to use a few of them when you describe your day. For example, my commute was crowded and exhausting, but a calm walk after lunch helped. Before we close, here's a gentle challenge. Later today, describe your day in 5 to 8 simple sentences. Use the template we shared. You can write it down or record yourself speaking. Keep it simple and clear. And remember, keep practicing, keep speaking, and use your daily life as your English classroom.
That's all for today's episode of Speak English with Ease.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.
Bye.